hard to do how-tos. Alright. I'm going to measure off about 31 inches of this wire. Alright. I want to get this as straight as possible because we have to feed this through the tube. Okay, so after a little work and a little help from Mary, it might help you to get somebody else to help you do this part. We've got the tube, the metal inside the tube, and I left about this much on this side. And you want to do that because you have to put the little aquarium stone in, and we'll get to that. Alright, so I'm going to take this end here. Just trying to remember how I did this, guys. Alright, there we go. Like that. Alright. So I'm going to lay it on top like this, and then I'm going to basically twist it around towards me like this. I want that about that much at the top, and that's for future stuff I'm going to do with it to hook it together. So yeah, I'm just going to tighten it a little tighter. Okay, guys. I'm going to speed this up because I don't like my videos to be like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We don't have time for that. This is build season. You want to see this as quick as possible. So I'm probably going to edit the hell out of this thing because it doesn't really take that long to show you how to do this. I mean, I'm just twisting some stuff around. Okay, so now I can see that I'm going to come up a little short. So here's the beauty of this. I'm just going to slide it down. But I want to end up down at the bottom because I want my bubbles coming up at the very bottom. So I'm trying to get that piece of wire to come in at the bottom. So there you go. That's what you're going to end up with, something like that. So again, to recap, copper tube, copper wire inside of tubing, wrap it around. Okay? So then what we need is you got to go to the aquarium store and you got to get yourself one of these little bubblers. It's a little ceramic stone thingy. Get like a kit of them for like 3 of them for like $2 or something. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take and put this on the bottom. Now, since I have that extra on the bottom there, I'm going to go ahead and cut that little bit off because I only want enough to put that on. This thing's easily work brilliantly. Okay, now we're just going to shove this inside like that. Okay, so we got that on the bottom. We got this on top. Now, this is your extra tubing because I don't know how you guys are going to plumb this thing. With my plan, I plan on putting 4 of these on top of a box, and I'm going to run all the tubing. This tubing, I'll probably run it through some other pipe and trying to make it look steampunkish, you know, and you know, then light it up and everything. So depends on how you're going to do it, but you can figure that out. So now you got your bottle, and this will just fit right down inside. Because this is a wide mouth bottle, that's the other thing I like about this, you can fit this whole thing down, just down like that. And there's a little thing down the bottom, and if you fight it, you can kind of get it to stick right on that. And again, I say fight it. This is where I wanted to make sure which way I was twisting it too, guys, because I want to make sure that when I put the lid on, it doesn't try and untwist. Okay? So there it is. Just like that. Real simple. Okay? And line up your little hole here that we put in so that it fits in. Oh, the other thing too is take this little piece of copper at the top and just kind of bend it straight up against that. So you just basically find the... You guys can see this. I'm trying to make it where you guys can see it, but I can see it too. Okay, it's kind of a tight fit, but get that on, spin this around, and then just come straight down with it so that you're coming in right over the top of, can you see the back of that? I want to come right over the top of this right here, guys. right over the top of that so that it fits down. And then once I get in there, I just twist my bottle. Okay. Okay. There we go. Run that through. There. Get that piece of copper to come through. Okay. Take that, set that there, and then to run it, you just need to have a little aquarium pump. So that's what it'll look like. Now here's the cool part. It's easy to fill it. Unlike having to worry about it leaking and everything, we're just going to take the top off. And you can leave this on, no big deal. And we're just going to go over here to the sink. Just pull that out. Just set that on the counter. And I'm just going to fill it up with some water. And that water will be displaced a little bit when we put this back in. So I'm going to watch and see how much it's displaced. Oh, that looks pretty good. See how that just went back in there real easy, guys? Screw the lid on from the bottom. Okay. Now here's the cool part about this. If you guys have ever taken air and pumped it into a bottle, you got to make sure it has a way to escape. And this pipe right here doubles as your air escape because it will allow the air to come up through it and escape. So you don't have to put any other holes in it other than what we've got here. So just pop this back on. Come on. There. Okay. So there it is. Alright. We'll set it in that. I'm going to kind of straighten it up. Kind of gives it a cool magnifying look, huh, guys? Alright. Unplug that one. And plug this up just to a regular aquarium pump. And there you go. Now, you could probably split the tube on the inside, and you could get bubbles on both sides. Bubbles on one side because that's where the little stone is. And I'm using the stone because it gives you the small little bubbles, which is what I wanted. To make it green, a couple of drops of green food coloring. You could also try hooking up some lights. I have an idea that I'm going to try. Eventually I'm going to take the bottom of one of these and cut it out so big, and I'm going to set it down inside like that and then shine a light up from underneath. And so I'm going to try some of those LED spots that I got for like $6 and try and see if those will light it up. So I'll probably post that in a future vlog, but I wanted to get this out to you guys because I know I'd promised, and hopefully you guys can make something cool like this, and it looks cool in your haunt. If you have any questions, just go ahead, comments, questions, post them down below, and I'll be happy to help you if there's something that you didn't quite get or that I screwed up explaining. Alright guys, Goth Gloom, signing off.